Dundalk Middle School. This is Kara.
And Ephraim.
Bringing you your morning announcements.
On WDMS News.
Today is Monday, March 13th, 2017, B-Day, Today in History.
Here's a look at this day in history. March 13th.
In 1781, astronomer William Herschel discovered the planet Uranus. The gas giant, seventh from the sun, has a mysterious tilt. By the way, it was named after the Greek god of the sky. This day in 1884, Standard Time was adopted throughout the United States. While in 1925, Tennessee outlawed teaching evolution, leading to the famous Scopes monkey trial. And on this day in 1942, the U.S. Army went to the dogs. More than 10,000 family pooches were recruited into the Canine Corps. 8 weeks of basic training groomed the dogs for wartime duties. After the war, most pups were sent home with an honorable discharge. And that's this day in history.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and the DMS Pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I am safe, I am respectful, and I am responsible at Dundalk Middle School and in my community. Please be seated.
It was 22 degrees this morning. It will be cloudy today and we should reach a high of 40 degrees. The snow can begin as early as 5 tonight and go into Wednesday morning. The major accumulations should occur between 8 tonight and 10 tomorrow morning. We can expect up to 10 inches in the Baltimore area. Here's the weather for the remainder of the week. Now for the sports report. The Maryland Terrapins will play the Xavier Musketeers Thursday evening in the NSAA men's basketball tournament. The top 4 teams are Kansas, Villanova, UCLA, and Gonzaga. The DMS yearbook staff are looking for your selfies, baby pictures, and personal quotes for this year's yearbook. They may be given to Miss Bullock in room 106 or submitted at dundalkyearbook@gmail.com. All submissions are due by March 17th. You can still order a yearbook. Forms can be found in room 106 or the main office. You can also order online at ybpay.lifetouch.com. Use 106-8117 as your code. All orders must be placed by April 3rd.
The PBIS Hoot Cart will be open every Wednesday during the lunch shift. Bring your hoots to redeem them for cool Hoot merchandise. The Hoot Cart will open 7 minutes into lunch and close within the last 7 minutes of lunch.
Attention students, stop by our library to check out this year's Black-Eyed Susan nominated books. If you read 3 or more of them by the end of March, you will be invited to a pizza lunch in the library. Student Council is sponsoring Pennies for Patients, which is a foundation that helps kids with leukemia. They are trying to raise $500 to help. Please join in their efforts.
Track and field begins March 14th. If you are interested, pick up the required forms from Mr. Monaco in room 302. All of the completed forms will need to be turned in to Mr. Monaco or Miss Davis prior to March 14th. If you still need a physical for spring sports, please see our school nurse to get Dundalk Wellness Center forms.
Here is a message from our recycling crew.
Hi everyone, this is Kara to tell you that today is Recycling Day. The recycling crew will be around during Mod 3. To collect your recycling, teachers, please place your cans in the hallway. Students, don't forget to recycle your bottles, cans, and papers. Thank you and have a great day.
The recycling crew approved this message.
DMS is having a STREAM night, which stands for Science, Technology, Reading, Engineering, Art, and Math, based on the history of the Francis Scott Key Bridge. It will be held Wednesday, March 15th. Dinner will be served at 6 p.m. The activities will be held from 6:30 to 8 p.m. Please RSVP by March 13th in the main office to Miss Murphy.
8th grade chorus assessment participants need to be in the auditorium by 9:05 this morning. BCPS is having a writing contest. Take a look at how easy it would be to enter.
Spring morning marvel, lovely, nameless little hill on a sea of mist. What's your favorite part of spring? Is it the flowers, the sports, the days getting longer and longer? The poem I just shared was written by Basho, a master of the Japanese poetry form called haiku. A haiku is a 3-line poem. The first line has 5 syllables, the second has 7, and the third line contains another 5. They're often used to describe small, beautiful moments. So this April, just in time for National Poetry Month, celebrate the season by writing a haiku that expresses what you love about springtime. Show how you feel about the season through images, metaphors, even jokes. Poetry is an exploration, a journey to find the mysterious and beautiful within the world around you. Email your haiku to communications@bcps.org for a chance to win prizes. More details can be found on the BCPS website. Best of luck. Warm, creative days. In storms of cherry blossoms, your voice, bright and true.
The results of the 2017 anti-drug poster contest are in. Congratulations to Simeon Brooks. His poster won second place out of thousands of posters that were entered. Many excellent posters were created by DMS students. Look for some of the posters to be on display soon around the building. Words of wisdom. Good morning, Dundalk Middle School. This is Kara with a few words of wisdom. Nobel Prize-winning physicist Louis Alvarez and his son developed the theory that dinosaurs became extinct when the great meteor hit the Earth. By consulting with each other, father and son created a very important scientific theory. Speaking of dinosaurs, have you ever caught yourself thinking that older people are real fossils? You know, too old and useless? Maybe you should think again. Older people can be a rich source of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Lewis had a son who knew the truth of this. The Chinese say it this way: to succeed, consult 3 old people. Are you faced with a problem? Then remember this Chinese wisdom and try consulting 3 people who are older and wiser. With something to think about, this is Kara. Make it a great day, and the choice is yours. Here's Mr. Barish.
Morning, Team DMS. I hope everyone had a restful and relaxing weekend and back and better than ever. Students, please remember that after this week, there's only a couple weeks left in the third quarter. It's very important that you're checking your grades on BCPS 1. You're talking with your teachers, conferencing with them to determine if you need coach class or if there's assignments that you can complete or redo, or if you have any missing assignments. It's important that students, you bring your A game each and every day, starting with excellent attendance, a positive attitude, and applying yourself. And as Team DMS will do whatever it takes to educate and inspire you to be a globally competitive graduate, not only successful in school, but also successful in life. Thank you. Now back to Karen Ephraim.
This is Ephraim.
And Kara, reminding you to
Have a marvelous Monday.
Mr. Barrett? Will you see one more detail in the step by my